What's up, comic and pop culture fans? This is James with Midhunter Comics, and I am totally diving in a new direction into a whole new collection. That's right, I'm reinventing my own wheel, and I'm collecting something that I haven't really collected before, that I've thought about doing for years. I mean, look around, guys. I do this all the time. I collected quarter-scale statues. I collect graphic novels. I collected action figures, I collect CGC slabs, I collect raws, I have a giant Batman raw collection, I have a giant Batman slabbed collection, I have a really big, huge Green Lantern slab collection that I started a couple years ago. I have the Nightfall collection there. I hyper-fixate on something and I just can't get it out of my mind, and suddenly that's the new thing I'm crazy about and I just have to do it. Well, the latest thing is I decided once and for all I am finally going to collect high-grade copies of Swamp Thing number 1 through 10. Why 1 through 10? Because that's the classic Bernie Wrightson first 10-issue covers. Len Wein and Bernie Wrightson, they're just the man, and even though Alan Moore's Swamp Thing run, I think, is arguably better story-wise, those first 10 issues just have some of the sexiest covers from the early 70s, and I've had my hands on them a few times, but I thought, finally, let's add them to collection. Now, Kevin from Superpower Review just got these 6 slabs, and I'll show you them in just a moment, and he sold them to me for such an outlandishly good deal that I think it's only fair that you guys take a moment and go over to his channel and just subscribe the crap out of him. He has amazing videos, and honestly, his channel is just as good, so if you like my content, I know you'll like his. Kevin, thank you so much, buddy. Guys, he gave me a stupid good deal. I think he earned a subscription from you. Good time to mention, guys, we do periodic members-only giveaways, so if you become a member in the next 3 days, one of you is gonna get this copy of the Magneto variant of X-Men number 1. I'll announce who the winner is, I'll message you, and we'll get that out your way. We'll do another giveaway in the next couple weeks. Let's dive in. Oh yeah, that's, I don't have scissors. Can't find them anywhere. So I am opening this with a Robin throwing star thing. Yeah, I'm a big dork. I like how Kevin put the time to say cut carefully. Guys, I recommend using scissors. I like how I own like 18 pairs of scissors, but whenever I turn the camera on and do an unboxing, I can't find them. Alright, I'm gonna move that down into my nice junk pile there. Let's see. Alright, first one up, I don't even know which one this is. Now, you'll notice these are all slabbed. Now, interestingly, I've owned a lot of these before, but they were in raw copies. So the first one up, in no particular order, wow, that is outlandishly gorgeous. An 8.5 off-white to white pages of Swamp Thing number 4. Yeah, I mentioned these covers are awesome. This isn't even in the top 5 of the first 10 issues in terms of covers, but it's just so awesome. I mean, you can't deny it. Also, that's one of the nicer looking 8.5s I think I've ever seen. Just goes to show you an 8.5 is still a very good grade. An 8.5 is very much so in the very fine range. Very clean, very nice. That'll look nice. So interestingly, guys, I've since I bought this from Kev, I'm almost wish that I started doing this as a raw collection only because CGC's made some really unprofessional moves, I think, and I'm very turned off to CGC slabs at the moment. However, it's still nice to buy some excellent slabs here, so that's very nice. So Swamp Thing number 4. Now these seem to be in no order, so I'm just going to grab them as they come. Kevin, great job on preparing these for me. No, that one's too nice. I'm saving that one for the end. That's one I've been wanting for a long time. Alright guys, next up is Swamp Thing number 6, 1973 of course. Another outlandishly sexy cover. Look at that Bernie Wrightson cover and art. That is as classic as it gets there. And a 9.6 white pager. Man, you can't beat that. A 9.8, and this is I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's very difficult. And frankly, when you get into the 70s, even in the 80s, I don't care about a 9.8 so much, but in the 70s, a 9.6, that might as well be a perfect grade to me. I'm more than impressed with a 9.6, especially 9.6 white pages. That's awesome. 20-cent cover book, number 6. Now, guys, again, the plan is to collect all 10. Now, I've had all of them at one point or another, but we're going to get them all back. And I don't know if I'm going to upgrade. Some of these are 8.5s, 9 point whatevers. Am I going to upgrade till I get them all in 9.8? Maybe a couple years ago I would have felt that drive to do so. But quite honestly, for these years and the prestige of these books, I'm more than happy with, hell, they could be a 7.5. I'd be happy with these. I just want these awesome covers in my gallery here. So this is an 8.5. This is Swamp Thing's the first time he discovers one of his abilities, which is his ability to regenerate his body parts. Classic Swamp Thing there. Now that is a gorgeous cover. I love those colors. Some of you, I'm covered, but I'm a tattoo guy. Some of these are my favorite colors that would appear in tattoos, so that's a big one for me. 8.5 white pages. This one looks more like an 8.5 than that other one, but that's fine. I think the only thing I see here is the staples a little messy, couple creases around that, but you know, I'd actually probably give that a 9.0, maybe even a 9.2. The other 8.5, I'd give like a 9.4, but then again, they don't pay me the big bucks. That's their job. All right, guys, one more I'm going to show you, then I'm going to show you the last slab here, and I'm going to tell you about 2 books that are on the way. Now, I will tell you, I do need to get my hands on Swamp Thing number 1, and of course, was it House of Secrets 94? I actually forget the exact numbering of Swamp Thing's first appearance. That one I've never owned. Swamp Thing number 1 I have owned, and I sold it, which is a little stupid, but that's okay. Yeah, I missed that thing. One of my local comic book shops has one, and it's a good price, but I think it's only like mid-grade, and I promised myself I'd be looking for higher grades, so I kind of want like 7.5 or above, preferably in the 8s, preferably in the 9s for these. So, all right, guys, number 8, another really tough one to get because of that black spine. I don't see hardly anything wrong except for one spine tick there. A little bit of a disturbed corner up at the top. Yeah, but this thing's airtight. There's not even any foxing on the back. Yeah, this is sharp, guys. 1974 books, getting a 9.4 white pages with black spines. Come on. That is the new 9.8, guys. That's sweet. So far we got Swamp Thing 5, 8, 6. Why don't I put these in order? 4, 5, 6. I'm going to tell you about 7. I might as well tell you about 7 right now. Okay, so guys, number 7. Swamp Thing number 7. It's the classic cover of Batman meets Swamp Thing. I did a thing. I went out and bought myself 9.8 a couple weeks back. Now, it was fairly expensive, but it was still a good deal, and I had some eBay points, so I just put it to it and ended up not being so bad. I did swing for a full 9.8 of that one. I was just honestly impressed that there was one on eBay. I checked it with the fair market value, and it was right even below fair market value, so I bought it. That's going to be one of my favorite 9.8s in my entire collection. And again, I'm not that picky. I would have been happy with a 9.6, 9.4, 9.2, even like 8.5 of that book. But sometimes it's fun to swing for the fences, and a nice 9.8 of that one is going to look really nice in my collection. Interestingly, Swamp Thing number 7, I've also got one en route to CGC. So that means it'll probably come back in a couple years. Now, this is another one I've got en route to CGC. If mine comes back from CGC higher than this, I will keep that one. But I strongly doubt it, because this is the ultimate classic cover of Swamp Thing number 9. One of the most highly sought after covers in the business, certainly from Bernie Wrightson's career. Swamp Thing number 9, it's not a key, it's solely just a classic cover. Now this is a 9.6 off-white to white pages. Kevin was selling this. You might be surprised, like, why is this dude even selling this? Well, he got a 9.6 white pages. So, look, man, I was happy to buy a 9.6 off-white pages for a steal. That is an absolutely gorgeous book. This thing is absolutely solid. The one I submitted to CGC, though, looked almost perfect to me. So if that thing comes back in 9.6 white pages, I'll be replacing this one. Or if that one gets a 9.8, it's not impossible. We'll see. All right, guys, so already right there, I've got a really strong looking collection there. I still need 10, I still need 2, I still need 3. Listen, I actually just bought a copy again with eBay points of an absurdly high Swamp Thing #2, which I believe is the first appearance of Abby Arcane as well as Anton Arcane. So that's a really big book. That's another one I owned a high grade of and sold a couple years back, which was stupid. Well, it's nice to get it back, and I think this one's even higher grade than the one I had. Maybe, I've kind of looped myself into a corner. The rest are CGCs. I'll probably submit that to CGC, but oh boy, I am turned off from CGC. I really just want to collect raw, but maybe this will be one of the last CGC slab collections I have. I am thinking about getting to CBCS slabs. I think that might take the place of CGC for me. I don't know. My future is either going to be raw, CBCS, or occasionally, just because it fits my current collections I have now, I'll do occasional CGC submissions. I'm not going to be the same mega submitter that I used to be, and that is fine by me. Anyway, guys, I thought I'd just show off this awesome collection. I can't wait for that Swamp Thing #7 in 9.8 to arrive. I can't wait for Swamp Thing #2 to arrive. Question for you, should I go march down and pick up that mid-grade copy of Swamp Thing #1, or should I wait and see if I can find it in the wild, like I sometimes still am able to do? Let me know. I don't know. It's definitely more mid-grade, and I want to be high-grade, but I don't know, I'll take your advice. As always, guys, quick little video for you to end the week and just to kind of dork out with you here. What new collection are you building? Let me know down in the comments, and as always, keep on hunting, and don't forget to subscribe to Superpower Review.